I wanted to give you guys a quick behind the scene look in terms of what is involved on a movie set. There's so much to do. I want you to meet some of the people and some of the different jobs and responsibilities. We have, I think, 27 different people, including the cast. It gives you an idea of how much work and organization it takes to shoot even a short film, which this is. This is for a pilot that is going to be pitched. So I know the producer and the writer. She's a good friend of mine. She said she needed help. I was like, yeah, I totally want to do it. This is something you want to do. And if this is something that you're truly interested in, you will learn so much from so many different people. And it's not the easiest thing to get into, but if you're not on a movie set, how do you expect to make movies? You know, a lot of people talk about it, but they don't actually do it. So I want you to come meet some of the people involved. So we lost the audio for the first and second AC. The first AC, Nick Edwards, his job is responsible to focus the camera. What he has set up is a remote monitor, so he can see what's coming into the camera. And he has a transmitter called a Teradek 500. So the camera is sending a signal out to multiple monitors, and he's able to see it remotely. Signals coming in here in the back. There's the Teradek. Plugs into the monitor. He can see it. And this device here is called an RT Motion focus puller. So if he needs to change the focus to change the attention of the viewer, as he's watching, he can do it in real time. And this setup allows him to do it remotely. So he doesn't need to be on the camera, and he moves his stand around. He's very good at it. The first AC is also basically the right-hand man of the cinematographer. He'll help with camera setups, moving the camera, taking care of it, setting up in the morning, breaking it down in the evening. The second assistant camera, Mikkel, is responsible for everything maybe not seen with a camera, maybe changing the lenses, maybe using the clapperboard, anything that the cinematographer in the first AC needs. He's pretty much the man. Here he's talking about slapping the slate, which gives it an audio sync. So if you have the audio being recorded and the visuals being recorded, they can sync that up in post and make it match. That's what he's talking about. He slaps the slate, he writes the scene numbers, keeps track of all that. So they're putting on makeup and all kinds of stuff. I'm trying to be quiet because they're about ready. We don't want to mess up his train of thought as he's preparing to shoot. Right. Down here. 2 hits down. Catering. Boom. Now that second hit, I want you to like snack. Here, it's called the Video Village. Are you happy with how everything's going?
I'm so happy. We're getting so much good stuff, even though it's been rainy and cold.
Yeah. Look at this mud.
You know, it makes for good cinema. I'll tell you that.
So we're all walking around in luscious. You're the writer of this, right?
I am the writer.
What's it like seeing your thoughts come to life?
It's incredible. It's really awesome to have a crew that you can trust and help you, bring your vision to life and make it better than you thought it would be.
Absolutely. It is so amazing. To me, it's amazing to see it.
I'm blessed. Hashtag blessed.
There's so much friction in making a movie. Until you actually do it, you just don't realize how much of a barrier is in your way of making this thing.
Yeah.
And you have to have like a really good team of people to overcome it.
Yep.
What's your job? Jason, you want to tell our viewers at home?
I hold down the stand.
You're a stand holder?
Yeah, not any other ones, just this one.
Right on.
A couple of these stands.
There's a C700.
Yeah, my name's Brent. I'm the cinematographer.
I'm a consultant. Basically, I'm a fight consultant on this project, helping.
Fight consultant.
Yeah.
Tell us your name.
I am Kendall Wells.
Kendall.
And I'm helping out on this project, putting together some of the violence in this sequence. It's nothing too complex.
Where do you learn how to do stuff like this?
I do this. Oh God, I don't know. A lot of places. Martial arts academies and various fight coordinating mentors that I have. I help out and go, that looks good and that doesn't look good, and this is what the actors need to know, and this is what you guys need to know, and awesome. Now you know.
I am Tony Sitting, and I am the makeup artist.
Awesome. It looks like you got a bunch of
Blood.
My name is Luis, and I'm rolling sound for this production.
What does that mean?
I record all the noises that you're gonna hear in the movie.
Dialogue, sounds, and it comes into.
Voila! Let me show you.
He's got this whole portable little audio kit.
Yeah, so this is my receiver for the mics, for the lavalier mics that we put on the actors.
Yep.
So we get all the.
If you have multiple microphones,
yeah, I have mic A, mic B right here.
Two channel or two
dual receiver.
Dual receiver.
Yeah.
And they come into it.
And then comes to my recorder.
This is a digital audio recorder.
Digital audio recorder.
What does it record to, like digital media or?
It records to an SD card.
SD card.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And it goes through analog preamps.
Mm-hmm.
and then convert it
To digital.
to digital. Yeah.
Interesting.
And I can record 4 channels. For this movie, I'm only using 3, 2 for labs,
And then one for the
1
boom.
for the boom, and then it goes to my headphones.
So you can hear everything.
So I can monitor and say, hey, we're good, we're bad, we need another take, or we're good to go.
How is it synced up to the camera?
Oh, we use this little thing that is lining right here. Beep.
This guy?
This guy is we call it tentacle.
Okay.
So that means we put 1 tentacle here, and it gives the time code to the recorder, and then we put another one in the camera.
So they're talking to each other.
They are talking to each other through my phone.
You have an app that does this?
I have an app,
Called the Tentacle?
tentacle sync, and you see camera
Mm-hmm.
and mix pre, which is my back.
Those time codes are synced.
Yeah.
It's very important because they want the sound, the audio to match up.
To match up. In case this fails, we have the slate,
Yeah,
so
like
they.
a little clapper thing.
Yes, that's right. But this is almost never failed.
Awesome. You got a nice rain jacket. It's been raining. So
And this is like my poncho.
he has a poncho with a see-through front that he can still monitor his audio.
And I have a little hole
controls. His hands in there.
so
How
I can
cool is
mix
that?
right here,
It's so awesome. Thank you, Lewis. Appreciate it.
See you guys.
Awesome.
Hunter Nelson, property master. Anything an actor touches or interacts with physical objects that isn't part of the set atmosphere provides. Coordinate to suit the script. So sometimes that requires creating things from scratch. Sometimes it requires Amazon or purchasing things locally. Yeah, it's the physical items that an actor will eat or drink or hit somebody with, things like that. So with a production like this, pretty unique things need to be created to accomplish the story. And definitely proud to be part of this.
Jericho Lee, and I am the costume designer.
So you
I
design
make
all the costumes?
Design and make the costumes.
When you design a costume, where do you actually get it? Where do you get? Do you make it or do you go buy it?
It
somewhere?
depends on the piece, honestly.
What is continuity and why is it so important? So we're shooting on different days.
So like the scarf, I just threw over his arm.
Mm-hmm.
So
We
if
do
we
a happy little take, and then they're like, "Oh, we're gonna do it again." We have to make sure that the scarf stays on
in
that
the
way.
exact same
the
place.
exact same place.
And these shots might take place over different days, even.
Yes.
Yes.
So you guys are constantly taking pictures of the talent in certain scenes. So when those scenes connect, you want them to be exactly the same. So he's not wearing an orange shirt 1 second and a blue shirt the next when it's edited and put it together, basically.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you'd be like, where this orange shirt came from? Right?
Right.
Yeah. Blood splatters on one side and then not there the next time.
Very important. I mean, it can ruin a whole. You'd have to go out and reshoot it basically if you mess it up.
Yep.
I'm Amanda Dixon.
Oh, sorry, Amanda Dixon.
And I'm just I'm an assistant on makeup to Tony. Anything that he needs, I'm there to help. And
She's really good about being on set, being with the actors, making sure that they're like if anything needs touched up or if anything's smudging or running or needs to be running, that's kind of her job.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Madio. I own Crowcaw Effects Makeup Studio, and I do the special effects on set. So I'm in charge of the bodies, the corpses, the blood, the guts, and all that fun stuff.
That's amazing. Is this something you do normally?
Yes, this is what I do all the time.
So if
full
somebody
time.
wanted to make a movie, they could call you up for special effects. And
Mhm.
do you do gunshots too, or explosions?
I do not the actual gunshot. I do the aftermath.
Oh, I see.
And so like the blood spurting out of the person, or the severed limb being blown off and that sort of stuff. I don't do like the shots and stuff.
I got. What is the name for a company that would do Pyrotechnic or?
Yeah, it'd be a pyrotechnic company. It would be a different side of special effects. I'm a makeup effects artist.
Interesting.
So.
But you deal with like fake flesh and things of that nature, right? Make
Yes.
it look real. So that's referred to as a practical when it's on camera versus a digital thing they add in. Looks
Correct. I
way
do
better.
practical effects.
Practical effects look way better.
William, behind the scenes photographer.
And what do you do? Anything else?
A little bit of everything.
A little bit. I saw you
Solid
digging
work,
some graves earlier. You were digging
He
some
is-
graves.
You're right. He is the grave digger. Has a lot of experience. Multi-talented.
What are you shooting with for our viewers at home?
I'm on the 5D Mark III by Canon.
Excellent. Lester, tell us what you're doing.
DIT and visual effects supervisor.
What is DIT for our viewers at home that don't know?
Person that dumps everything, all the footage.
Digital image technician.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Basically, so we're shooting with the C700. C700, 40 minutes is a terabyte.
Yeah.
Which means those cards have to be emptied like crazy, right? Or we were recording to a recorder, right?
Yeah, according to the codex recorder that slaps on the back.
How big is that? How much does it hold?
Each card is 1 terabyte. We have 4 of them.
So we really only have like a little over 3 hours maybe of footage, or a little under 3 hours of footage.
Right. So we
Yeah.
gotta we gotta dump it constantly to.
And then you gotta back it up.
Yeah.
So you're doing DIT.
And
What
I'm
about
also-
the visual effects? Some of the special effects. You're doing.
Not special effects, visual effects.
Tell us the
Visual-
difference between visual and special.
Special effects are practical. They're done on set usually,
Mhm.
whereas visual effects are done in post production. I help out anytime they say, "Hey, can we replace this? Can we fix this in post, or do we have to address it now?" And then
And so they consult with you if they
Right.
need rain on a puddle, for example, and it's not raining. You could, like we did the other night.
right, composite 2 different shots together.
So he'll
We did
take the
that.
raining puddle and he'll put it on top of the non-raining puddle to make it look like it's raining the whole time.
Yeah.
It's all uniform.
These are the things that if it's done well, you'll never notice them. It's
Right.
a very important job.
Hi, I'm Meg. I am the production designer, and that means to get everything together from the script to create the vision and create what we see on camera. So I decorated the house and picked out everything from the wall art to the lamps to the curtains to just anything you see in front of camera. I rearranged it. Had to clean out the whole house and put all my stuff in there. I used some of the stuff from the house that was pretty that I liked, because like you get to build, you get to design, you get to decorate.
So you love it.
I love it.
Something that I'm trying to do on this one is practice anticipating needs and practicing helping people feel special and appreciated and wanted on the set. So if somebody says, "Hey, I wish we had this kind of food at the crafty table," I'll try to go out and make sure that that food is there, even if it was just they were the only person that wanted it, because it makes them feel like, "Hey, he heard me," and I feel appreciated and my needs are being met. With the crafty table, which I have a bigger responsibility on this production, I have learned so much about making sure you have something salty, making sure you have something sweet, making sure you have some junk food, candy, making sure you have some healthy food, and that there are options, and how important it is to have variety on the snack and crafty table. It was raining really bad one day and everybody was cold. So we got a hot water maker and we made hot chocolate. Well, some people don't want hot chocolate. So we had apple cider there. Well, some people didn't want that. So we had tea there. So we want to make everybody feel like they're being thought of. And sometimes that's more important than whatever it is you're giving them. And I've seen this in the disaster zone too, is that when people feel cared for, they change. Some sort of stress or load is lightened off their shoulders.
As I was saying about sandwiches, it's all about the care and love that the chef puts in.
That sound all right?
That sounds great, Michael. Secret ingredient.
It should be a little messy.
What is the name of this, Michael? What is the name of this Sunday? How are you gonna name it?
This is a Maven.
A Maven?
Yep.
Look at that. Be proud.
Yeah.
You got a round of applause over here.
Raw Nix is the key grip, and the key grip is responsible for the camera support, maybe moving it on dollies or a jib or a crane, things of that nature. He'll set stands up, light stands. Sometimes he'll help with the different C stands. He is a wealth of knowledge. And in this particular shot, he's setting up a 180-foot dolly track. And you see he has a level here. And what he's doing is he's putting these wood slats underneath the dolly to make sure it's even. So when they push the dolly cart along the field, the camera doesn't shake or move or tilt or anything like that. He is amazing in terms of how much knowledge and how hard he works. It was an absolute pleasure to meet him. So we're running basically a fog machine, spitting fog into a blower. Glass tube has holes in it, and it's creating a layer of fog to give it a certain ambiance. It's pretty cool. From the other angle, you can't see the tube. It looks like it's just coming out of the ground. It's pretty awesome. Really, really awesome. You really want people on your team who, you know, they're team players, they're thinking about the greater good. You don't want people on your set who are going to have their own agendas and they're only worried about themselves, you know. And I've seen it both ways. And we have a really great crew here. And I'm excited for Lex Hogan, the writer. I hope this is successful for her. And I learned so much from so many just little things I didn't know before, because some of the people here, they've been in the industry for years and they have a tremendous amount of knowledge. And I came here just, you know, I'm here for free, but I look at it like going